Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay, we will continue with the 2018 paper and then we will move on to the 19th paper. Okay, so there are only a couple of questions left in this paper. So we'll just wait for a few more students to join and then we will start.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay, please switch on your videos. We will get started. We'll not wait for too long. अर्शिता प्रियांशी वीडियो ऑन करिए.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Sorry,
ma'am.
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
अर्शिता प्रशांत प्रियांशी.
Yes, sir. A minute.
हाँ, वीडियो ऑन करिए. अर्शिता, you too. आप वीडियो ऑन करिए. Let's get started in the meantime. Okay. So it's a simple question. Okay, we are still on the 2018 paper. So how would we do this? Okay, we will start from the left hand side. Is equal to sine A minus 2 sine cube A by 2 cos cube A minus cos A. Okay, we can clearly see we can take commons out. We will take that and that will give us a tan A term. Okay, right. Now let's manipulate this one. Okay, this we could have already written as tan A. This is tan A. And this we can write as 2 into the bracket 1 minus sine A square. So we will get tan A. And what will we have here? 1 minus 2 sine A square A. And this will become 2 minus 2 sine A square A minus 1. Okay, so this will be the same thing, but we should write this step. Okay, प्रशांत, यश शर्मा, आप अपना वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिए बेटा. Prashant and Yash.
सर अभी कर रहे हैं सर.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question. As observed from the top of a 100-meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angles of depression of two ships are, okay, so we have 100-meter high, okay, and from here there the angles of depressions are given, okay. So angle of depression are taken like this. So this angle is 30 degrees, we given 30 degrees, and this angle is 45 degrees. So we can also go ahead and mark these. This is right. So in essence, but you should always show this angle, right? Because what is given to us is angle of depression. Now we have to find, they are on the same side and they are in the same line, etc. is all given to us. So this diagram is valid. Now we have to find this distance. Okay, so
Sir, 73.2 meter.
yes, absolutely. So this is also 100. What will this be?
So this will also 100
No, no, no.
because
See,
45 is
10,
equal
30 degrees, let's write 10, 30 degrees because it should involve these two things, right? Is 100 upon whatever is this,
100.
let me say y, okay, is equal to what is 10, 30 degrees? 1 upon root 3. So y is equal to 100 root 3. Now, so what is this distance now? So x is equal to y minus 100, which is equal to 100 root 3 minus 1, which is 100 into 0.732, which is 73.2. Okay, and that is our answer. Okay, now the mean of the following distribution is 18. Find the frequency f of the class 19 to 21. So in this question, one of the frequency is hidden and we have to, but the mean is given to us, right? So obviously we are just going to use the formula to do this. Before we use the formula, we have to ensure that these are continuous classes, which they are. So what will we find next? We have the frequency. We need to also have what to find the mean? We should have the class mark. Okay, we need the class mark, usually
which is
denoted by xi. So which is
x
this plus this by 2. What is the class mark?
12,
4 by 2, so 12, right?
12.
And this will become 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, right? Now, what do we need next? We need Fi xi, right? So Fi xi, so we have to multiply these two. So this is 36, this is 14 into 6, 84, 9 into 16, 144, 13 into 18. What is 13 into 18? 234, and this is 20F, this is 110, and this is, okay. Now we just have to sum all of these and divide it by the number, right? of the sum of frequency. So mean is equal to 18 is equal to summation xi by summation f is equal to. Now let's just add these up. This is 120, right? 120, 200 and
104 plus 20.
704 plus this is
So
20.
804.
804?
No, sir,
Yes.
704.
704, right? Yeah, 704. Okay. Plus 20f, and then let's add up the frequencies.
116.
How much? What is the frequencies coming to be?
116.
116 plus f.
Yeah.
How can it be such a big number? 9 plus 9, 18, 31, 31 plus
Oh, sir, wait.
40, 40.
Yeah, sir, actually, I added the class mark.
Okay. So 40 plus f, right? And this is equal to 18. So we have to cross multiply 18 into 40. 18 into 40 plus 18f is equal to 704 plus 20. So 2f is equal to 18 into 40 is 722,
16.
720, 16. So f is equal to 8. Okay, that is our answer. Okay, the following distribution gives the daily income of 50 workers of a factory. So convert the distribution above to a less than type. Okay, so less than type is when it is ascending order, right? Cumulative frequency distribution and draw its ogive. Okay, so this part we don't have to do this year. Okay, ogive is out of the course, but we can do the first part. Okay, now it's continuous, so not an issue. It's sorted, not an issue. It's sorted in ascending order also, right?
Yes.
So now what do we have to do? We have to just put our cumulative frequencies.
Commutative frequency.
So 12, and this is
Then
20,
120 less than 140
30,
less than 160 and
4, and 40, right? So that's it. Okay. So when you put it in a table, okay, in the same table, you can put the same table vertically. Usually it's easier to do it in a vertical table. Okay, so we will say daily income and number of workers. So we can actually just say less than 120. So we have to use the upper limit here. Okay, is 12. Less than 140 is 26, and so on, right? So you just have to put it like this. Okay, remember to use the upper limit in the less than. Ogive we don't have to draw. So that was it. Okay, now we can continue with the next board paper for revision. That paper is over. There were a couple of more questions because they were on frustum and other things. I did not include those.
सर some students are without section. उनको बोल दीजिए सर
हाँ.
दो हैं.
Yes. एक तो मुकुल और प्रशांत आप अपना वीडियो ऑन करिए.
अजय कसाना और एक वो है विदाउट सेक्शन तनवीर आलम.
हाँ, Ajay and Tanveer, please rename yourself to include your section also. It is a must to include your section. वो आप एक बार करके रखेंगे, हर एक क्लास में आएगा. अजय एंड तनवीर. तनवीर आलम अपने को रीनेम कर लीजिए to include your section number also. Tanveer, Ajay Kasana has done it. Tanveer, you also do it. Okay, I'll move on, but Tanveer, do it and keep it because in all the times you can log in with the same thing. Okay. If HCF, uh, if HCF of the two given numbers is 6, find the LCM of the same numbers.
So 3024.
Right? So, I mean, this question, as such, you can find the LCM of these two numbers anyways, right? There is nothing difficult in doing it. अंचल नीचे रखिए बेटा जब बोल नहीं रहे हैं तो हाँ ठीक है you can actually find the LCM straight away but we have to do the question based on the instruction here. Okay, so we have to use the property that HCM sorry HCF into LCM is equal to product of numbers. Okay, we have to use this property, that is a must to get marks in this, right? So we will say 336 into 54 is equal to 6 into LCM. So LCM is equal to
6 into LCM. By 6. 6.
okay. Find the nature of roots of the quadratic equation. These are all 1 mark questions. So we have to use what in this?
So no
We have
real
to
roots.
find the discriminant of the
We have to
equation.
use the discriminant. And discriminant is?
B square minus 4AC.
Minus 4AC. Okay, which is equal to?
So nature of roots आएगा no real roots.
Yeah, 4 into 2 into 3. Okay, so which is minus 8. So no real roots. Find the common difference of the arithmetic progression. How will we do this?
We will simply subtract the first term from the second term.
First term from the second term, right? So 3 minus
Difference is minus 1/3.
3 by 3, right? Is equal to 3 minus. Okay. evaluate.
Put the values.
Straight away, just put the values, right? What is sine 60?
बोलो
√3
बोल
upon
√3 upon 2. Okay, 2. 1045,
1.
1. And cos 30,
√3/2.
√3/2 सर 2 आ गया सर
right? Okay, so this type of question comes almost every time, right? So you can use an identity or something and do it, but the simplest of way to do it is this, right? Sine A is 3/4, right? So it means this is 3 and this is 4, right? So what is this? This is
√7.
16 minus 9 under root, which is √7, right? And sec A is
4/√7.
hypotenuse 4 by base √7. Okay, so this is the simplest way of doing it. You can, you can always do it using identities also. Write the coordinates of a point P on x-axis, which is equidistant from the two given points. How would we do
Using
this?
distance formula, AP will be equals to BP.
हाँ, so सबसे पहले we will say कि what form is the point P.
X, 0.
P is on x-axis, so it is P is x, 0. And now we will use the distance formula and equate it. Okay, so let's do that. So distance of x plus 2. Okay. Okay, so x plus 2 is equal to x minus 6. And, sorry, actually plus minus, right? I missed that out. Plus minus. So obviously using the plus sign doesn't give any value. So it will be 6 minus x. And x is equal to 2. So the point is 2, 0. Okay. In figure 1, ABC is an isosceles triangle right angled at C with AC is equal to 4 centimeter. Find the length AB. Okay, it's an isosceles triangle, so this is also 4 and this is 4√2. Okay. And figure 2, DE is parallel to BC. Find the length of side.
2.4 centimeter.
So this is the BPT question. Okay. And what would be the answer? This is in what ratio? This is in the ratio 3.
1/3.
1/3. So this will be 2.4, right? Or you should, if you want to do it fully, I can say AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. Okay, and then we put all the values, we get this as 2.4. Okay. Write the smallest number which is divisible by both 206 and 657. So what is being asked here?
LCM of both the numbers.
Yeah. So what is being asked is LCM of 306 and 657. Okay. Now this we will have to be the slightly bigger number. 3 is the smallest prime number we can use. 3 again. Look at 3, 3, and there is no common factor left, right? So we have to multiply these. So it is equal to 9 into 34 into 7. Can you do that?
Yeah.
2482. 22338. Okay.
Great.
So just a slightly lengthy calculation, not what CBSE prefers to give, but sometimes they do. Find a relation between X and Y if points X, Y, B and C are collinear. Okay, so obviously you can do it using the distance formula or also the section formula, right? We can do it using those. Okay, but slightly longer calculations will be involved. The reason this question is there is because of the area of the triangle formula, right? Then it becomes a straightforward question. But that is removed from the syllabus, so I'll skip this question. Although you can do it using the distance and section formula, it will be kind of long. Okay, so I'll just skip this. It will not come because the objective of this giving this question is not those formulae. Okay, again, I'll skip this question also. It was a choice question. Again, area of triangle question. Okay, let's do this. The probability of selecting a blue marble at random from a jar that contains only black, blue, and green marbles is 1 by 5. The probability of selecting a black marble at random from the same jar is 1 by 4. If the jar contains 11 green marbles, find the total number of marbles in the jar. How will we do this?
So firstly, we will find the probability of green marbles.
Okay, so we have probability of green is equal to 1 minus probability of
1
black.
by
Okay,
which
black
is 11/2.
and blue, right? So which is 1 minus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 4. 11 by 1. Okay. So this is the probability of green marbles. And the probability, let there be, X green marbles. Okay. So what will be the probability of green then? Oh, sorry, not X green marbles, X total marbles. Okay. Then the probability of green will be 11 upon X. Right? These are same. So 11 upon X is equal to 11 upon 20 and X is equal to 20. Understood? I mean, it was evident from here directly you could have written the answer. I'm just showing the entire steps to you. Find the values of K so that the pair of equations have a unique solution. तो यूनिक सॉल्यूशन होने के लिए क्या होना चाहिए?
A1 by A2 is not equals to B1 by B2.
Very good, right? So equations are x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0 is equation 1 and 3 plus ky plus 15 is equal to 0 is second equation. So we will see 1 by 3 should not be equal to 2 by k, which implies k is not equal to 6. Okay. The larger of the two supplementary angles, give me 1 minute. A lot of students have switched on their cameras again. Please switch on your cameras. Please switch on your cameras. Mukul, बेटा आप usually off रखते हो. Don't do that. Please switch on your camera. Aman, Akshara, Anchal, Rudra. बेटा सेम ही स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो बार बार ऑफ रखते हैं. अमन, आप भी कॉमन डिफॉल्ट कर रहे हैं. Don't do that. The larger of the two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. Find the angles. Real easy question, right? How would we do this? So there are two angles. Let the smaller angle be x. Larger angle then is? And the total sum is supplementary.
एक हो जाएगी x plus y is equal to 180 and एक हो जाएगी x minus y is equal to 18.
So this is x is equal to 162 by 2.
x की वैल्यू 99 और y की वैल्यू 81.
ठीक है, तो ये आ गई प्लस 18 कर लिया 99, राइट. So Sumit is 3 times as old as his son. 5 years later, he shall be 2.5 times as old as his son. How old is Sumit at present? Okay, so Sumit son, right? So present, Sumit present. Sumit is x. So what is son? X by 3, right? 5 years later. What will Sumit be? X plus 5. And son will be x by 3 plus 5. And at this time, what is the relation? We'll write that. X plus 5 is equal to 2.5 times. Okay, I can write it as 5 by 2. X by 3 plus 5. Okay, so this is 5 by 6x plus 20. Okay, so you can take it there. So 1 by 6x is equal to 15 by 2 is equal to 45. Okay, understood this question? Okay, so a good idea to do these questions so that you don't get confused is to first tabulate your data and then you put your relation. Don't try to directly put the relation because sometimes you can make an error there. Okay, tabulate your data and then create your relation. Another thing is that it was quite tempting to use the son's age as x, right? Because then I wouldn't have to work with the fractions. The reason I still didn't do that was because then there is a chance that you leave the answer which will come as 15 as your final answer. Okay, if you are very sure you won't do that mistake, you could have chosen x and 3x without issues. Okay, find the mode of the following frequency distribution. So what all do we need to do to find the mode? The very first thing we need to check is our data. Is it organized properly? Okay, it is sorted and it is continuous. So everything is fine with us, right? Now we need to find where is the maximum frequency. So modal class. Modal class is 35 to 40. Right? Now we find the mode. What is the formula for mode? L plus F1 minus F0 by F1 minus F0 plus F1 minus F2, right? Into the class width. So 35 plus F1 minus F0. F1 is, so this is F1 and this is F0 and this is F2, right? So this is what? 6 by 6 plus 8. And what is the class width? 5.
5.
right? So it is 35 plus 6 by 14, which is 3 by